and if you are new, welcome. My name is Jess, and I'm watching every Disney movie ever made. But today, I am celebrating this little guy's 90th birthday, and we're going to talk about Mickey Mouse and his history. We're going to talk about Steamboat Willie, and we're going to talk about another short called Plain Crazy, and you will see why. Let's get started. In order to talk about Mickey Mouse, I first have to talk about Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit was a cartoon character created by Walt before Mickey Mouse, but was owned by Universal and a man named Charles Mintz. When Disney approached Charles Mintz about a budget increase, Mintz declined and instead cut the budget by 20%. Walt was devastated and wanted to leave, but he couldn't take his staff or Oswald the Lucky Rabbit with him because Universal owned all of them. Walt continued the rest of his contract and then left. Him, Hugh Harman, and Ub Iwerks worked tirelessly to create a new cartoon character similar to Oswald the Lucky Rabbit in the sense that it would be an animal. They tried horses and frogs and all different types of animals until Walt was inspired by a mouse by his desk. Hugh Harman drew original sketches of a mouse, and then Ub Iwerks created Mickey. His original name, as many of you might know, was Mortimer Mouse, coined by Walt Disney, but Lillian, his wife, strongly suggested that his name not be Mortimer and Mickey. Many people think Walt Disney created Mickey Mouse alone, which is actually very untrue. There was a man named Ub Iwerks who had a huge part in creating Mickey Mouse and Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. He was Walt's partner. They did everything together. Ub was a super talented animator. He would draw 700 drawings in a day. The man was a machine. After a while, he left Disney to create his own company and see what he could do, and after 10 years, he returned to Disney. All full circle and beautiful. We celebrate Mickey's birthday today because 90 years ago, he made his public debut in Steamboat Willie. It is not the first cartoon Mickey was a part of. The first cartoon starring Mickey Mouse is called Plain Crazy, and it was shown to test audiences in early 1928 without sound. It was a silent cartoon, and it was never picked up by a distributor. So Walt dedicated himself to create the first synchronized sound cartoon. There had been cartoons with sound, but not synchronized sound. Thus came Steamboat Willie. But first, let's talk about Plain Crazy. As I said, Plain Crazy was made in 1928 as a silent cartoon, but was released in 1929 as a sound cartoon. It is written and directed by Walt and Ub, with animation by Ub, Hugh Harman, and Rudolph Ising. The music is by Carl W. Stalling. All of these people are known for their Disney shorts or shorts in other companies or cartoons, just all of their beautiful short cartoon work. The short itself is funny, obviously. All of these cartoons were funny, but today, watching it, it's a bit problematic. Mickey Mouse definitely assaults Minnie Mouse. There is no real way to say it other than he assaults her. He forces her into kissing him. He terrorizes her in the plane. It's quite interesting to watch it today, knowing that that would never fly as a cartoon for families today. But it's really clever. He changes a car into a plane, and just the whole dynamic and the actual physicality of the cartoon is funny. It's just the act of forcing Minnie to smooch him that isn't the best. Steamboat Willie was released November 18th, 1928, and it was the first cartoon with synchronized sound, not the first cartoon with sound. What's the difference? Synchronized sound is what you're watching right now. My voice matches my lips. It is perfectly synonymous. If I clap, you hear the clap right when my hands touch. That is synchronized sound. The sound matches up to everything that happens in the video. Just having sound underneath a cartoon that doesn't match up with anything is just a sound cartoon. It's not synchronized sound. Walt wanted to make sure that it was going to be a shoo-in that Steamboat Willie with synchronized sound was a good idea. So they held a test screening inside a giant office across from Walt's office in his little studio. And they had a bunch of people from all over the studio and friends of theirs come and sit in this room, and they set up a big projector, and Ub and Walt and a bunch of the other people that worked on the short stood behind the screen and did sounds through the entirety of the short to line up and be in sync with the picture. And the little test audience was absolutely thrilled, and Walt was positive that it was the future and that they should record synchronized sound. The reason their sound could be synchronized was because they used a click track, so kind of like a metronome. Steamboat Willie is written and directed by Walt Disney and Ub Iwerks. It's animated by Les Clark, Wilfred Jackson, and Ub Iwerks. The music is by Wilfred Jackson and Burt Lewis. All of these people are known for their Disney work. Les Clark is a Nine Old Men, like he's a member of the Nine Old Men, and Wilfred Jackson directed so many big-time Disney animated films, Cinderella, for instance. Steamboat Willie is intended to be a parody of Buster Keaton's Steamboat Bill Jr. It took $4,986 to make, and it was an instant success. Guys, it's Steamboat Willie. I've seen it before. I love it. I haven't seen it in a very long time, and then I watched it for this, and I don't remember most of it being a musical number. Him playing the teeth to sound like a xylophone. All I super remember is him driving the steamboat and whistling his whistle. Steamboat Willie has actually almost become part of the public domain multiple times, and their copyright keeps getting extended. New laws are made in order to allow Steamboat Willie's copyright to be extended under Disney, and in 2023 they're going to be up for almost becoming in the public domain again, and we'll see if it gets extended. They keep creating new laws in order to allow Steamboat Willie to stay under the watchful eye of Disney. Many animators attributed Mickey's success to his very simple design, his 3 circles, and his tubes and hoses. He was very easy to animate and very easy to have things happen to him. He was redesigned multiple times over the years, given a little bit more shape to his ears, a little bit more shape to him in general, but he still has remained that simple 3-circle design. It's recognizable. He's a part of our culture at this point. He's a part of fashion. He's a part of everything we do. Mickey Mouse didn't originally have gloves. He was given gloves in a short called The Opry House, and it became such a staple for many animal cartoons, not even Disney ones. Bugs Bunny has gloves. His first words are hot dogs. Hot dogs. Hot dogs. In the short, The Carnival Kid. And there are a couple shorts in which Minnie rejects Mickey Mouse in favor of Pete, one of them being the barn dance. I mentioned how Mickey was redesigned many times over the years, and that is true both cartoon-wise and personality-wise. Mickey's original personality was rebellious and a little bit of a brat, if I'm being perfectly honest. If you watch a lot of the old shorts, he's kind of a brat. He causes a lot of issues. And he morphs into the good guy hero we all know. He became the staple of goodness and being a good person, and then they couldn't go anywhere with him. So they created Goofy and Donald and the rest of his friends in order to have those shenanigans and those not perfect people so Mickey could still thrive as well as those other cartoon characters. And I don't know if many people actually know about this, but there are new Mickey Mouse shorts coming out. I think they've been coming out since 2015, 2016. I don't know how long they've been coming out, but they're headed by Paul Rudish, and you have to get a little bit used to the animation. At least I had to get a little bit used to the animation, but once you get used to that, they are properly funny. I think they're hysterical. But in these shorts, they've tried to reintroduce a little bit of Mickey's stubbornness and a little bit of his silliness, and I think it's really fun, and those shorts are hilarious in my opinion, and some of them can get a little bit. Some adults are going to get some jokes that kids might not. That's all I'm going to say. But he's transformed over the years, and I adore Mickey Mouse. He's 90 years old. I can't believe we're here. I can't believe there are new shorts coming out about him, and Mickey and the Roadsters is kind of new, and there have been some film announcements with Mickey Mouse and his friends, and I hope those are true because it's been a long time since we had a movie with Mickey Mouse in it. I'm ready. Let me have it. And to all the people that have voiced Mickey Mouse, Wayne Allwine and Walt Disney and Jim McDonald and all those people. There's one right now, Chris, I do not know, his last name's impossible to say, I'm convinced. But so many people have voiced Mickey and added something to our hearts, and Mickey is just so incredible, and I love Mickey Mouse. I hope you enjoyed this little Mickey's 90th surprise. I know Disney has been putting out so many amazing things for Mickey's birthday, and I just wanted to throw my little contribution in here, and I really hope you guys enjoyed my little contribution to Mickey's 90th. I adore Mickey Mouse. I've had a giant stuffed Mickey Mouse since before I was born. I'm pretty sure it was my brother's, and then it became mine. It is not in this room because it's too special to me. I like having it in my actual bedroom. And he's just a staple. Mickey and Minnie were my childhood. I was obsessed with them. So we've all grown up with Mickey Mouse at this point. Soon there will be no person alive that didn't grow up with Mickey Mouse. Think about that. Soon, there will be no person alive that didn't grow up with Mickey Mouse. I hope you enjoyed everything I brought to the table today. Happy birthday to Mickey. He's incredible. And I truly think that we haven't forgotten that it was all started by a mouse. Thank you so much. If you want, follow me on Instagram or Twitter. Or on Facebook. I am not going to do a Mickey Mouse impression because it's not cute. I also wanted to show you my shirt. I think I've showed this to you guys before. But it says Mickey Mouse, which is really cool. But on the bottom, it says past, present, future, which I just thought was really appropriate for today. And there is a back that has the back of Mickey on it and everything. It's just like a really cool shirt. Oh, okay, bye.